This is day one of our van build, and we are getting ready. Dylan, what are we doing today?
Sound dampening.
Awesome, we're ready to go. Alright, today is day one of our van build, and we're going to be focused on sound dampening our van. You do sound dampening to help prevent sounds from being made in a cargo van. So cargo vans make a lot of sounds and they vibrate a lot because they're empty shells pretty much. So if you hear that, the panels make a lot of noise, they rattle back and forth. Also the wheel covers over here, they make a lot of noise. So you really want to prevent noise from being made in the wheel covers and also on the panels of the wall. So in order to do sound dampening, what you're going to want to do is get some sort of butyl mat, and we got Kilmat. A lot of van lifers use Kilmat because it's not that expensive and it's pretty easy to use. So we've got 2 boxes of 80 millimeter Kilmat that we're going to put in the van. The first step we're going to do is you have to clean the entire van where you're putting the Kilmat. That's so that the Kilmat, it's adhesive and you want it to stick really well to the panels. If you have anything in between the panels, they don't stick as well and they don't work as well. So that's step 1.
We forgot the real step 1. We gotta play some music.
Panels are clean. We've left a couple open for the windows that we've gotten, so we've taped those off, as well as where we are going to put our ceiling fan, which is right here. Step 2 is you're going to start putting the Kilmat down on the panels and the roof and the wheel covers especially. You really want to cover those well because that's where you're going to get the most noise. You're going to need gloves to protect your hands. You're going to need an X-Acto knife or some sort of blade to cut the material. And then you're going to need the Kilmat. And finally, you're going to want to grab a roller. And this just helps really make sure that it's flat down on whatever surface you're putting it on. And we got these off of Amazon and they were like $7. So you can find these online or at an RV store or at a hardware store. These are really easy to get. When we're putting the Kilmat on the panels, you only really need to cover the center of the panel. As long as the panel or whatever surface you're covering has 30% coverage, it works and it sound dampens whatever you're doing or prevents sounds from being made. Time for the first piece of Kilmat to go on to the van. So we're putting it in the center of the panel. And we're going to take off the adhesive, trying to lay it as flat as we can to the panel. Nice work, Dylan. Now the next step is you have to get a roller and roll it until it is flat and you can't see this like textured part. It says it should be plain and smooth. First, Kilmat is applied. Let's see how it's working. You can see the difference between that one has the squares and this one is not. Our roller has a little bit of a texture, so that's why it looks like that, but it no longer has these squares. If you compare the sounds, that's a lot of vibration, not a lot of vibration. Awesome. Good job, Dylan. So we've almost finished the first wheel well. The thing about it is you really want to cover the whole thing because it makes so much noise. So this has definitely taken us probably the longest in terms of space and time, especially because you have to cut it out to make sure the different pieces fit together and things like that. We're gonna clean this wheelbase and then do that one next. All right, show us the sound comparison of the two. okay? Awesome. Looks like that we're off to a good start. All right, we are done with phase 1. It's Mother's Day, so we have to go out and hang out with my mom for a little bit before coming back and doing some more. We have done a lot so far. It took us about 2.5 hours to do the wheel wells and the side paneling. We got a lot faster as the day went on, so far we're at 2.5 hours, and we've just got to do the roof and the back doors. So what we've learned is that working on the roof is really hard on the shoulders. So we have a new system where I lay them down and Dylan has the lucky task of rolling them out. How you feeling, Dylan?
A little tired, but we'll get there. Okay, so sometimes when you have these little lips, the roller itself, as you can see, you can't quite get in there all the way. So what we were doing is using pliers, and on the flat face, just reaching in there and pushing down to make sure that the adhesive is sticking nicely. And then once it's flat, you're all good to go.
All right, we did it. It took us about 3.5 hours in total. Everything is Kilmatted except for where we have the AC van, and then the floors, because we are going to do something different for insulation on the floors.